Hello. Uh, let's see, it's April 16th. Sorry, I haven't been posting many videos. Not that much has happened. I've been gaining weight, which is good. Still feel good when I'm not on chemo. Got my fourth round of chemo done. Got my pump off on Thursday. So um, Sunday now, feeling pretty good today. This is really the first day that I kind of feel 100%. Not really. I mean, I still have some nerve stuff, but I don't feel nauseated and I feel like I have energy. Um, the nerve stuff takes a while to heal, so it'll be there until the chemo is done. um, the fourth round of chemo went really well. Actually, probably the easiest one so far. I did the icing on my hands and feet, and that worked. Still have, the cold sensitivity in my throat. This time, no bumps on the roof of my mouth. I've just been brushing better. I've also been brushing the roof of my mouth to make sure it stays nice and clean because it's some sort of clogged membrane or something. I don't know. But anyway, it seemed to have prevented it this time. So that's good. I was worried it was going to get worse because sometimes they become open sores and can make it hard to eat and can be really problematic. So I was worried when I got them, but nothing this time. So that's great. My tumor marker numbers stayed the same. They went down a little bit, but practically stayed the same. So, which is a lot better than doubling and tripling. I'm hoping that means that it's right at the top, and now it's going to start falling as quickly as it was rising before. But we'll see. But more importantly, I'll be doing a couple more videos, I'm sure, this week because this is an important week. I'm doing my first set of imaging that I've done since I started chemo, really since the month before I started chemo. So I haven't done any imaging since I was in Cleveland. So we're going to do the first, I'm going to do a CAT scan on Tuesday. Probably get the results Wednesday or Thursday, and then I'll do an MRI the following Monday. And that I'll be discussing with my doctor later on Monday, and he'll discuss the CAT scan on that time too. So I'll get a report of some sort about the CAT scan, but I won't hear from my doctor um, earlier this week, and then next week on Monday will be the day that I get the MRI. So my doctor will have the MRI and the CAT scan, and we'll know if the tumors are growing or shrinking, or if the cancer spread, or how things look. So that's going to be. I'm nervous about it, to be honest. I feel good, so I think it's going to be good news. But obviously, it's a big moment to just be sure that it's shrinking and hasn't spread, and shrinking both places, or at least really the liver is the most important one. I know that the colon isn't going to shrink much because it's already metastasized. So anyway, I am anxious and optimistic and terrified to see the results. So try not to get emotional. I think I did it. Yeah, I did it. So I'll try to get back and do another video with the results either Thursday or Friday when I get the CAT scan. The CAT scan is really only going to have my liver, which again I think is the most important one, even though it's not the origin. It's where it spread to, and it's where the largest tumor is. So, and it's also kind of the more important organ in terms of keeping me alive. So, um, you know, I, the liver is the big one. If the liver is shrunk significantly and the colon cancer spot stayed the same size, I will be very happy. And if the result, and if the opposite is, then I will not be happy. So obviously the colon's not as important as the liver to me. So Yeah, I'll try to get back with those results when I have them Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Worst case scenario, the following Monday, once I talk to my doctor about them, because then I'll be talking about the MRI and the CT scan. Um, up to 178 pounds. I think I've gained 10 pounds. I'll lose like 4 again when I fast, but I've got another week before my my next chemo session. So my target is to get 190. Once I get to 190, I'm not eating healthy right now. I'm eating. I mean, I'm not eating horribly, but I'm not eating great. I'm eating, you know, meats and cheeses and fattening stuff. Trying to I'm trying to eat fattening stuff that's not sugar related, but I do have the occasional popsicle or um, something sweet. But one of Trisha's cookies. They're hard to resist. She's cooking them. You try. Um, but anyway, once I hit 190, I'm moving back to a healthy diet. My primary goal is to gain weight back, and once I've done that, then I'm going to move back to you know um, close to a keto diet. I mean, it's not going to be full keto, but just very low carbs, very low sugars, and get back on track with that. Probably post chemo, but before the surgery, and then we'll see how I'm doing when it comes to the surgery itself. Um, what else? I guess that's it. Um, Thanks for tuning in. Sorry it's been a while. I know people have been wondering how this last round went. I really just started feeling better. The first few days, I don't feel like doing much. Um, Although, like I said, I only took one nausea pill. I really didn't feel that nauseous. Um, yeah, and then just some cold sensitivity, and then the first bite syndrome. Oh, the doctor. I told my doctor about um, the sensitivity of my molars, and I was like, I could not find anything about it. Well, I was searching on the wrong thing. He said, search first bite syndrome. So it's called first bite syndrome, and they don't really understand it. But yeah, when you take the first bite of any food, it hurts. Um, and then in about 10 seconds, it goes away, and you can finish your meal. And it seems to be a relatively common thing. And I haven't been able to find anything to counteract it. So you might just have to live with that one. Hopefully, it'll go away over time. It seems to be lasting longer. I don't know. I guess it's only Sunday. I still have it from this last round of chemo, but I probably did the other rounds too. I'll have to check my notes. I try to make notes on when symptoms appear and disappear. Um, but yeah, that seems to be maybe even the worst one thing that I have going on is the cold sensitivity in my throat, and then the first bite syndrome might be the worst things that I'm going through. And it's really not that bad. Um, all right, that's it. I will try to check in as soon as I have more news. So big week. So for those of you who pray, pray for me. For those who don't, send energy to me. Happy thoughts, and feel free to call or text. If I don't answer, it's probably because I'm tired. But I'll appreciate it, and I'll know that you thought of me. All right, thanks, guys. Love y'all. Bye.